Hey everyone, my name is Toogs and I just wanted to discuss the most recent patch notes for the Rainbow Six Siege Pinnacle test servers. I've got to be honest with you, when I first saw these patch notes, I assumed this was Ubisoft's light-hearted attempt at an April Fool's joke. However, a day has passed and the community is beginning to come to terms with the most controversial balancing change since Jaeger and Bandit lost their ACOGs. Let's get into it. Getting into the patch notes, the first name we come to is Buck, who will be losing his frag grenades in favour of a claymore. This is an interesting change as it makes the choice between Buck and Sledge one that genuinely needs to be considered, as currently they inhabit the same role within the meta. Not only this, but Buck will be receiving an extra magazine of ammunition for his skeleton key shotgun, meaning he can provide more soft destruction for his team, bringing his potential utility more in line with the likes of Sledge's hammer. While this is a nerf to a balanced operator, I can understand Ubisoft's rationale here. Next up is probably the most inconsequential change, that being the addition of the Razor holographic sight to Caveira's SMG. The M12 remains one of the most underpowered guns in the entire game, and this will be appreciated by Cav mains just as the community approved of its addition to Frost last year. It's this third change that will no doubt create the most uproar in the community. Jaeger being changed to a 2 armor, 2 speed operator. While it was undeniable that Jaeger needed a nerf after his 90% pit rate last season, this isn't the way I would personally go about it. I believe that the source of Jaeger being overpicked is through his utility in tandem with his 3 speed and good gun. If people wanted a 3 speed with a good gun, they could overpick Bandit or Vigil, and yet people choose Jaeger due to the projectile denial his gadget has, which no other operator can provide. It is for that reason that I think Ubisoft should instead reduce the number of ADSs down to 2, or even give his carbine another recoil increase instead of this drastic and unnecessary change to a popular operator's identity. The patch notes go on to say they will be removing Mozzie's secondary super shorty shotgun, which is probably the most reasonable change discussed today. This is because currently Mozzie brings intelligence denial, great roaming capability, and the means to create rotate holes, so hopefully this change will reduce his presence that little bit. Ying has yet again received a buff, however none previous will shake up the meta like this one will. The number of Candelas she has will increase from 3 to 4, the claymores are set to be replaced with smoke grenades, and a T95 damage is going to be increased from 43 to 46. Despite this, I am personally torn by this change, as admittedly it will no doubt see the return of the dreaded smoke execute, but on the flip side of that, it might pull operators like Warden and Glaz out of obscurity and make them a must pick on certain sites. Finally, the change which I'm personally most opposed to is the nerf of Kaid and Goyo's TCSD 12 damage from 84 to 55, a nerf which the additional ammo does not properly compensate for. In my opinion, this hard-hitting weapon is balanced by its difficulty of use and the fact it's semi-automatic. This change will certainly make Kaid a less viable pick compared with the other entry denial operators. Overall, the most positive change in this update is the various bug fixes, the details of which I will leave on screen. I predict that the changes made to the Roman's Jaeger and Mozzie, as well as the nerfs to Kaid's shotgun, will lead to an eventual rise in popularity of Bandit, who broadly covers all of their roles. However, please do let me know of your opinion of this patch and the game itself in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe.